Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's week 11 and we are so close to this trip. My shirt, one of my favorite shirts, has a quote that says, "The mountains are calling and I must go." Now, of course, the mountains that I'm referring to are Splash, Space, and Big Thunder. Do we think that this suitcase is going to be big enough? Wasn't that a gorgeous sunrise? We get some really pretty sunrises in the winter here. That was just off of my front porch. So I always love it when we get those really pretty colors. So today is Thursday, and this is the first time I'm jumping on here to actually talk. This week has been relatively kind of boring up to this point, I guess you could say, as far as training goes. Monday through Wednesday, I've just done runs on the treadmill. But this week, I thought I would share a couple of things that I do leading up to when I run a race, and this time it's a virtual race. One of the things that I do is I sit down and make my playlist. One thing that I've kind of gotten into in the past year is that I actually don't listen to music when I am just doing my training runs. I listen to podcasts if I'm outside, or if I'm on the treadmill, I'm usually watching a YouTube video. I save the music for an actual race. I love music, and it usually really helps to get me going. So about a week before a race, I'll sit down and I make a playlist, and I try to time the playlist though that it's the goal length. So my playlist this time around will be under 30 minutes. Plus there's one extra song, which I'll get into later, that I always listen to just before I start running. So I try to make my playlist under 30 minutes, so I know that if I'm getting to the end of it, I better, pick it up if I'm not close to that finish line. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Did y'all like that time lapse of me singing and dancing while I pick up my music? I'm sure my dog Scout just loved it. All right, so I've got a playlist. It's 37 minutes, so it's minus the one song that I listen to before I start running. It's really about 32 minutes, so it's a little longer, but I listen to these on shuffle. I have a Garmin 645 music, so all of these go onto my Garmin and I put it on shuffle. So I never know what order these songs are gonna play while I'm running. So I'd rather have a little bit more than a little less, so here are my songs. The song that, at least for the past year or so, that I always like to listen to, and actually I used to start running to this song. It would be the first song that I would choose to play as I was starting a race, but then I realized that it was making me start too fast. So I now listen to it because I just love the song and it gets me pumped up. I listen to it before I start running, so I don't start too fast. But I love The Greatest Showman, and so I always listen to The Greatest Show to get myself kind of pumped up before I actually start running. And then also from that movie that I listen to while I'm running is Come Alive. And it's funny because a lot of these songs, I have a very specific reason why they're on my list. And there's a line in the song where it says, "Come one, come all, for anyone who has a dream." And so I always think about that, and getting to run at Disney is my dream, and I hopefully will get to do it one day. But that's one of the reasons why I love the Come Alive song. This Is Me, of course. This one, especially the line that I keep thinking about whenever I've heard it in my car lately. I'm not afraid to be seen, and I'm definitely not going to be afraid to be seen in costume when I run this race up here in the mountains. From now on, they sing about coming home, and I know that that will be a very familiar feeling when I'm flying back to Florida. I Want to Dance with Somebody. I have the Glee Cast version, and I love the original too, but the Glee Cast version is the one that I have. But it's a very, very up-tempo, and it's really fun to run to. Fight Song it's Rachel Platten. I've always loved that song, and it's just a really good one, especially if that one ends up playing towards the end of a race, where it talks about I still got a lot of fight left in me, and sometimes you need to hear that when you get towards the end of a race. How Far I'll Go from Moana, of course. The Comeback by Danny Goki. It's a great song and a really good one for running. If you've never heard it, go listen to it. But part of the chorus is, "This is your time, your moment." And that's a great thing to hear when I'm running, especially when I'm trying to go for a goal. This one's gonna be good. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but my cats are scratching at the door. And you probably can hear Scout growling at them. Almost There from Princess and the Frog, of course, Almost There when you're running a race. It's a great song. Then Touch the Sky from Brave. I love the chorus is a great thing to run to. I will ride, I will fly, chase the wind and touch the sky. So that's what I've picked to listen to for this 5K. So today, like I said, is Thursday. We are going to the track this afternoon, and I have my one workout on the plan for this week, which is the sprint workout. And then I have a long run, which I will be doing tomorrow instead of Saturday, because my husband is taking me on a Costco date Saturday. So I'll be doing my long run tomorrow. So I will catch back up with you this afternoon at the track, and I'm going to be talking about the other thing that I wanted to share this week, which was some of my favorite pre-run or pre-race meals. All right, out here at the track, I got gloves and a hat, 3 layers technically, and on the way here it started sleeting. So if I don't film a lot, that is because I don't want the Osmo Pocket to get wet. But you all should be proud. My car was reading 47. Okay, it's totally sleeting. But anyways, so I'm going to talk about some of the meals we were making this week. One of our favorite cookbooks is Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow by Shalane and Elise, and I'll insert a picture here. Good Lord, it's starting to sleet a lot. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera, but this will be fun. I've never ran to sleep before. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. This is actually their second cookbook. They have a first cookbook that also has some great recipes, but they're a little more time intensive. I love cookbooks like this because they're easy recipes, they're healthy for you, and they're quick to make, easy to put together. So in between sets for my sprint workout, I will share 3 meals that we made this week, 3 of our favorites, my family's favorites. My workout today is a warm-up, 6 sets of 1-minute hard running, 2-minute recovery, and a cool down. And hopefully I'll get 4 miles out of it. So let me finish this warm-up as it really starts to sleep now, and I'll get back to you. Okay, the best laid plans. Totally was going to talk about stuff during the workout, but soccer season has started at the school, so I didn't want to get too many of those kids on film without asking their permission. So we're going to talk about them now. And once again, sitting in the passenger seat of my car, because as soon as my stepson's done running, he's going to drive home. I tell you what, he's the second kid I have that is learning to drive. I was way more nervous with the first one, not so much with the second one. Don't know if that's like a thing. You're not as nervous with the second child. Anyway, Monday night we made chicken white bean soup. I love recipes like this because it's like a one dish and you're done. It has everything you need. It's got the veggies, it's got the spinach, it's got chicken, it's got beans, and I made some rolls to go with it. So we had the carbs, but it's so easy. The hardest part is chopping stuff up, and you literally just throw it into a pot, let it cook. You throw in the spinach at the end, and you top it with Parmesan. I accidentally bought the wrong kind of cheese, so what you see me sprinkling is not Parmesan, it's Romano. I would not recommend. It didn't really bring out the normal flavor that this soup has. Parmesan tastes way better. But it's great soup, very easy, and it was perfect for that day because that day was freezing, so it was a good day to have soup. Tuesday, we made breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for dinner is something my family loves to have, and one of the things that we'll make sometimes for breakfast for dinner is the oatmeal banana pancakes from this recipe book. Also very easy to make, not very many ingredients, and I use wheat flour instead of the all-purpose, just to add a little bit more of, the health benefit to it. And you really feel full eating these pancakes that are made, you know, like I said, use the wheat flour, and then you have the oat flour that you use. And they actually explained in the book, because I'm like, oat flour, I don't ever buy oat flour, but we do have, you know, the rolled oats, because the kids eat oatmeal all the time. So you can use rolled oats and just grind them up, and there's your oat flour. So super easy, and they're so delicious. And I probably negate any health that these have by adding the butter and the maple syrup, but whatever. They're so good. Now tonight's Thursday, of course. Tonight we're going to have Power Bowl. It's Power Bowl night. And this recipe book gives you all kinds of options for different combinations for Power Bowls. And it's just so simple. We're gonna do rice, black beans, purple cabbage slaw, which is a separate recipe, but it's, like I said, everything in this book is easy. And, gosh, what's the last thing? What did I say? Rice, black beans, purple cabbage slaw, oh, and guacamole. You just throw it in a bowl, and I'll probably heat up some chicken if they want to add some meat, and you're good to go. It's so easy. We love this cookbook so much. Hi, it's Friday. I'm sitting in my closet. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon. I just got back from working another vaccine clinic. Went really well. I didn't expect it to go quite that long. I was supposed to go running with my run buddy for a long run at 2 o'clock, but fortunately she was able to push it back till 3. So now I'm sitting here getting ready to try to pick out what I need to wear. It's windy out there. I texted her, I'm like, do I need to run in the wind? And she said, yes, you are coming. We'll see you at 3. Feels nice when the wind's not blowing, but I'm afraid the wind's gonna blow the whole time. So yeah, this is real. Don't really want to do it, but we're gonna do it. And it is gonna be my Sparkle Saturday on a Friday, so. But I am gonna bring my GoPro with me and practice a little bit more running with my GoPro. So you'll see a little bit of the scenery. We're actually gonna be running where I'm gonna run my virtual 5K next week. So you get to see a little bit of that scenery, and I'm gonna actually run out the first part of the 6 miles on what I plan to do for the 5K, just to make sure that I'm good with it. So I'll catch back up with you after the 6 miles. This is probably windy, but I got my 6 last long run of the training plan. Now, normally next week, week 12, would be a taper week, but because this is a virtual race and I can do it the way I want, I'm actually not going to be doing any of those runs. And hopefully, if the weather holds out, Monday, which is 2 days from now, will be my virtual 5K. So I'm so ready to do this. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and always remember that you are his masterpiece. I'll see you at my virtual 5K.